and welcome. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's Seek and You Will Find. And I've been reading your requests. They're really good. So I'm very excited. I want to get started right away. If you have a question that you want to have answered in the form of a healing, go ahead and write it to me, address it to admin in the chat bar, and that way it's anonymous. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to set the energy for tonight's session with a prayer, and then we'll get started. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, well, let's get going. I have my first, I'm going to read the first one off my phone, and it's a long one, so bear with me here. I'm on the end of a 5-day silent retreat. Much has come up to be healed and cleared, including a relationship with a being that I had agreed to let into my life. This being misrepresented itself and came up to be healed and cleared. It presented itself as neutral being, but when he was asked to leave, he became very angry and retaliated. I worked with Supreme Being to move it on to be healed. It was wrapped in love and gratitude and a golden grounding cord, placed a golden sun above its head, and asked Supreme Being to move it along. It's threatened me. I asked him to leave nicely and in love. It got into my left foot and was messing with it. I don't think it's left. Can you please look in my field for a white being and clear it? Thank you. All righty. Let's take a look. Okay, here's what I see. I see the being behind you a little bit. It's not in your body, but it's behind it. And there's a cord going to the first chakra, which might be why it hasn't cleared, is because it's grounding through you on a survival level. So let me see if I can get the cord out of that first chakra picture. Well, whenever you brought the being in, it came in on a picture of you being weak. And so that's the picture that's the cord is anchored into in your first chakra. It's about you being weak on some level. That picture is at 2 o'clock in your first chakra. It's a dark navy blue energy. And I'm grounding it. I'm pulling the cord out. It had a popping noise when it came out. And now I'm just sealing up the hole after moving the picture out. I see the being backing off. I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep it out for good, but I definitely see it backing away now. Okay. The being has backed away from you. It's no longer corded into you. Let's see how that goes. If the being comes back or doesn't stay away, text me, because I know that we're supposed to meet anyway coming up, and I can take another look at it. But that's what I see tonight is that there was a cord in your first chakra and it's gone now. So let me fill you in with a big gold sun. You have a lovely orange gold sun coming in. And I do see that it would help you to bring in some more gold suns. Okay, that looks really good. Thank you for that request, and I hope that helps. All right, I'm going to take a request from here. Please help with pain in both of my feet and ankles. Okay. Your foot chakras are super sensitive. I think there's stuck energy in there because they're very like if I just touch them, and you're probably wondering, no, how is she touching them? I was using my astral hands on them, and I could feel that they were very, very sensitive. A lot of white, yellow energy is coming out of your foot chakras. There's a lot of energy coming out of them. You know, in your ankles, it looks like the bone is either dry or something. It's looking kind of porous, the bones in your ankles. And I don't know if that has something to do with the pain you're experiencing or not, but I just thought I'd mention that. And I'm grounding some very dark purple energy out of your ankles right now. Okay, there's a little bit more gray coming out of the ankles, more of that whitish yellow coming out of the foot chakras. Especially your right foot is really sensitive. Good. Some of that energy that's causing it to be sensitive in that right foot chakra is starting to come out. Good. That looks good. All of a sudden, the energy shifted and some gold started coming in. Yeah, that you did a good job. I'm going to fill in your feet and your ankles with some gold, but it's already gold. I'm just going to give it another gold sun, but you did a really good job. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that request. Okay, I've got another one over here. I feel like I've been absolutely whammied this past year by what I think is menopause, achy joints, fatigue, lack of focus, signs of aging accelerating. Can you look and see if this is all hormonal or possibly something else going on? And what would be a good solution to get my vitality and energy back? Okay, let me take a look at this. When I look at it and I ask what percentage of what you've been experiencing is hormonal, I get 60%, with the other 40% being outside energy. Well, I'll be more specific, punishment. A lot of the pain in your body is the result of punishment, and not just punishment, but actually resisting punishment. Well, who wants to be punished? Nobody that I know. But if you can't find your neutrality to it, unfortunately, it sticks in your space. So I see 60% hormonal and 40% the result of having so much punishment thrown at you. So let me ground the punishment, and then I'm going to ground your hormone pump. That punishment goes all the way up your back, into your neck and the lower part of your head. It's even in your sciatic nerve, so I'm going to ground them as well. Okay, good. You had a nice dump of all of that punishment. Next I'm going to ground what I call your hormone pump. It's just a way for me to listen to your hormones and ground them so that they're more steady. So let me listen to it first. It's like it's sputtering, which is normal in menopause. So yours, I'll tell you what yours sounds like. It sounds like and what I really want to hear is something more consistent, like maybe even a little slower than that. So let me ground that. That's starting to ground now. That's good. That's good. Grounding your hormone pump is allowing you to, I would say, like utilize more of your female energy for yourself. And now your hormone pump sounds like psht, 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 which for you is much better. It's a lot more regular now. Okay, let me fill you in with some gold. And I'm filling you in with gold in all the places that I saw that punishment release, all the way down your spine, a little bit in your head. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that request. All right, I'm going to take one from here now. Can you see if there's anything blocking me from starting to make money again? If there is something, can you remove it, please? Thank you so much. Okay, I love that request. Well, when I look at your money space, there is a dark, like, structure or something that I'm looking at. I'm looking at it in the symbol of a rose. The rose is bright red. It's a beautiful rose, and it's like 4/5 open, but there is something in it that's like a wall, and it's very dark, like brown, dark brown. And I'm going to see if we can get it out of there, because it's definitely a block in your money space. And there's also a snake in there. I'm going to erase that. Yeah, you have very good energy in your money space. It's very good. This block probably makes you think sometimes that you don't have very good money energy. But I think once we get this out, you know what? It's like a fence. It's like a dark brown fence in there. And it's releasing. And as it releases, it's a lot of light is coming back into your money space. So it's healing up really nicely. There's, I guess I would call it a clog. Something's clogged. I'm working on that right now. It's different than that object that I said was like a fence. There's another cluster of energy in there. Clump. It's a clump. Okay, the clump has come out. I've got almost all of that fence-like structure out. And then somebody, not you, somebody else in your money space was very angry, and they are popping out as that fence-like structure is coming out. And this looks like this is more than 3 or 4 years old, this person. I mean, not that they're 3 or 4 years old, but I mean that person who affected you was a part of your life more than 3 or 4 years ago, maybe at work or something. Okay. That looks good now. It's a beautiful orange gold. It's very smooth, like the color and the energy in your money space now. And I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. And I like that request. I think what I'm going to do is give everybody a healing in their money space to clear blocks. So let me take a look at everybody. So there's a lot of energy on pictures right now about the economy, um, prices. And what I have to say about that is you don't want to be matching those pictures because you can always create your own money reality. And if you start matching a lot of pictures that are in the news, in the media, then you start creating that which you're matching. So this healing, I think what I'm going to do is just try to clear those pictures. These are somewhat dark pictures that are down around the hip of the rose, and that's where the stem of the rose connects to the flower. Yeah, so this healing is about clearing energy so that you're not matching somebody else or matching their pictures, and that you have your own unique space when it comes to your money. Okay. I'm going to fill everybody in with a big gold sun. Good. Good. The energy is moving a lot better in that space. And I'm going to go on to my next request. Okay. Can you please take a look at my left hip and tell me the status of my hip replacement, sciatica, SI joint, hip flexor, and then give all of them mentioned above a healing? Well, it's healing. Um, I got a little sidetracked looking at some scar tissue. Um, yeah, I'm just grounding that whole area. Well, I'm clearing some dark energy, and I can tell that that side that got operated on is still really sensitive. Well, good. You're releasing a lot of energy right now. It took you a little bit to get going, but now you're releasing. Yeah, there you go. It's so interesting because it's like the cells are moving slower on the left side of your body than on the right. It's like I mean, that's what it looks like, is that the movement of the cells and the activity is a lot slower on that one side than the other. Okay. Well, the energy's moving now. Okay. Well, you created a lot of space for yourself in your hip, and that kind of opened it up. There's some really nice orange gold in there. I'm just going to clean out your hip chakras real quick. Yeah, so there's something you could be doing. Your hip chakras, particularly on that left side, are kind of clogged. And so that's something that you could do is you could just envision a circle out in front of you. I mean, it's so simple. You can take your two fingers and postulate, okay, this is my hip, this is my left hip chakra. You take your two fingers and you start rotating it around clockwise. And you'll actually be able to feel the energy that's stuck in there using your two fingers. You'll start to hear little clicks, or as you move your fingers around, you'll feel the energy like a bump or something like that. So you just keep moving the fingers around in a smooth circle over and over until it flows. And that's a great way to get that chakra moving properly. And that's my suggestion to you, because there's stuff inside that chakra, and I just now could tell how much pain was locked in that hip chakra that needs to come out so that the hip can heal. So there you have it. You got the healing, but I think that you could be aiding in your recovery by working that chakra. So let me fill you in with big gold sun. All right. There you go. And thank you. Okay. My son has been very emotional lately. He becomes upset easily and over things he did not, get upset about before. Please help him with energy regarding emotional regulation. Okay. And I think your son is 5 or 6. I could be wrong. Maybe you could text me, like, not text me. If you could write in the chat bar his age, that would be helpful. Thank you. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do is check his second chakra. That's where we store our emotions. That second chakra in the abdomen is our sexual and emotional chakra. So I'm going to ground that. He has some energy in his second chakra, and he also has some cords, which I don't know why he would have cords there. Well, when I go to ground the second chakra, a lot of energy comes out. That's good. And I'm also pulling, there were like 2 cords, but they were like wrapped around and convoluted. I don't know what that was from, but it was kind of a mess. So I'm taking it out. Okay, he's starting to get some nice light and gold back into his second chakra. Okay. So that looks a lot better. And he got some space in the second chakra, and there's a lot of light coming in there now. I'm going to ground his emotional body. And I'm going to bring that into alignment with his other bodies. We have our physical body, emotional body, mental body, and spiritual body. So I'm going to align all of those. Okay. All of his bodies are aligned. And when I do that, this gray fog comes out. So he's clearing energy. It looks like from his back channels when he gets aligned. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fill him in with a big gold sun. Okay, there he goes. All right. So he's been filled in, and thank you for that request. All right. I have been having an issue with dizziness, feeling groggy, and sinus pressure for a few days. I also have had to take a few naps, which is not normal for me. I feel like my balance is off. Can I get a healing on this? Yes. Well, here's what I see. You've got some energy in your space, and it is kicking you out of your body so that you're not right in your body. You're off like this, and your head is a little cocked to the side. So you're not sitting as a spirit in your body in a balanced way. So let me see if I can correct that. I think you have some energy in your head. So I'm going to try to clean that out. You've got at least two people in your head, and this might be from work. They're like blocks. If you ever feel like a blockhead, that's when you have bosses or people from work in your head. There you go. You're starting to ground that now. You're starting to come back into alignment. There's a lot of white energy, like from your head to like your torso. That's getting cleared. Good. You're starting to get back in your body. You're a very tall being. I know you have a tall body. You're also a tall being. Just working on your sinuses. Okay. Now I'm going to start filling you back in. Okay. You're filled in. You are back in your body the way that you're supposed to be. And I hope that helps. And thank you for that request. Okay. I need help with my 4-year-old son. He is sick a lot and has a cough that just seems to not go away. Oops. Sorry about that. Well, what I can work on tonight is some white energy in his immune system. There's also energy in his lymphatic system, too. There's a lot of different energies coming out of the immune system. There's some dark colors, there's some cinnamon brown, there's like ochre yellow coming out. Well, as a being, he came into the body with a lot of foreign energy. And I was looking at his original body blueprint, and there's quite a difference between what that original body blueprint is and kind of, let's call it the blueprint of his body this lifetime. And I'm putting the two together and clearing the energy that shows up between the two. Some of it's old, it's crunchy. And since he's only 4, energy doesn't get that old in 4 years. So this is stuff that he brought into the body with him from another lifetime. Okay. Some of that's stubborn, but some of it's moving. Okay. He's actually clearing some stuff from his chest right now. Um, energy, not junk from his chest, but energy. Good. He might be working on that for a couple of days. I showed him a bunch of energy that's not his. And as a being, when he's going to work on that will most likely be at night when he goes out on the astral to sleep, to dream while he's sleeping. Let me rephrase that. It's going to be easier for him to work it that way than it is when he's in the body during the day. So it might take him a couple of nights. And then I'm happy to work on him again in the future because, like I said, some of it's old and crunchy, and that's going to take a while to clean out. So he did a good job tonight, and thank you for the request. I'm going to go ahead and fill him in with a big gold sun. Okay. Very good. I have an appointment with the doctor next week, and I know she'll be recommending what I doubt I'll be doing. I'm sorry to say I have lost faith in the standard of care doctors and what drives their motives. This has been a 16-month journey, and I feel I've come out on the other side. I'd like a healing on my certainty. Okay, thank you. Well, and this is to everybody, your certainty vibration runs in the outer ring of every one of your chakras. So when those aren't spinning properly, you lose that ability to access your certainty. So one of the first things I'm going to do for the person who requested this is go in and balance your chakras. Um, your crown, your sixth chakra, your fifth chakra, and your fourth chakra all balanced really easily. You've got some energy in your third. I'm working on that right now. That's the one in your solar plexus. Okay, that one's spinning now. And then a little bit of energy in your first chakra. Good, good. I'm just going through all of them now, just making sure they're in alignment. And the main thing I want to do is get your certainty flowing really well in your crown. And your crown was this beautiful blue-green color. So I'm just making sure that that vibration is in that outer ring. Oh, and don't forget to have a protection rose up when you go tomorrow, because doctors love to put their pictures in your space. And so all you need to do, there's my rose, is have a rose out at the edge of your aura. So let's say this is the edge of my aura here. I'm going to place the rose on the other side of my aura, and I'm going to put a grounding cord on it. I'm going to ground it to the center of the planet, and any energy that comes at me is going to go into this rose and right down the grounding cord so that I don't have to have it come into my aura. And that's what I want you to do tomorrow, is place a rose between you and the doctor so that all of the doctor's pictures and ideas and thoughts about you and your health go into the rose so that you can use your own information. So that's my 2 cents for that. And I'm going to go ahead and fill you in with a big gold sun. And you look like you have most of your certainty. Like before I did the healing, you looked pretty certain. So I have complete faith in you that you'll be able to go through the appointment and stick to your guns tomorrow. But I would use a protection rose. That'll really help you. Okay. Thank you for your request, and good luck tomorrow. All right. My bulldog Bella was doing really good, but decided to try out for the high dive team off the couch the other day. Oh, and hurt herself again. I don't know if she still has a heart murmur or it's a new one. And then she is staying completely off her front left foot. Oh, left leg. Now, but it seems like she doesn't like moving on her back legs either. She is eating and drinking, though. Can we put her in a healing bubble, please? Yes, absolutely. Okay, Bella. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm grounding her chakras and also grounding the pain that she has. It looks like it's in her muscles. Yeah, the poor thing. She's in a lot of pain. Oh, I just thought of something. I was going to work on the chakras in her joints. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to fill her in. Okay. It's so funny. She asked to be filled in with pink energy. That kind of surprised me. So she wanted her female energy. That's great. All right. Thank you for that request. I hope that helps her. Okay. I want to start my own bookkeeping business starting next year. Can you see if this is a good, successful path for me? And if so, help set the energy for it? Sure. I could see you being very successful doing this. I'm looking at your mock up and it's a full rose that is a combination of pink with a little bit of red in it. Not fire engine red, but like a brick red. And I'm going to help you ground a little bit of dark energy out of it. But I actually see this being a very good option for you and you being able to make a good living at it and have the freedom to set your own hours and pick your clients basically. So that dark energy is starting to come out of the rose for your mock-up. The other thing that I see about this is that you could have a pretty good client list within about 6 months. Now, some brown coming out. I'm gonna give you a little tip because what I see is that you're creating this next step at the energy vibration that you're at in work right now. So what you want to do is you want to go run your energy for 30 minutes or so and get that bump up in your energy to reground your mock-up because your mock-up energy is set very close to the vibration that you're working at right now. And you don't want to make just a lateral move. You want to take a step up in your move. Well, that step up has to occur in the process of doing the mock-up. So when I'm working on your mock-up, it's clearing out, but I'm seeing that the energy is still really close to where the vibration where you work right now. So I'm giving it a healing, but then your job is to go in and reground, run your energy, and say hello to your mock-up again with your crown at gold and a bump up in energy. Okay. Yeah, and the cool thing about this is if it's your own business, you can grow it to be as big as you want it to be. There's no limits. Okay, I'm bringing your crown up to gold. All right, now I'm going to fill you in with some gold. Fill your mock-up in. And that's a nice full rose that you have for a mock-up. So take a look at it after you've run your energy for about 30 minutes, after you've raised your energy vibration. So good luck with that. I'm happy to hear that. I think that you'll do really well with that. All right. Thank you. My scalp has pins and needles pain in a bigger circle than my crown chakra. Even when I massage it, it doesn't help. Okay. Okay, so here's what I see. Almost a black ring around the outside of the largest ring of your crown chakra. So there's some very, very dark energy, like adjacent to the biggest ring in your chakra. So that's what I'm going to try to ground. Good. It's starting to move. It's very dark. It's not a lot though. It's a thin ring. Okay, it's finally starting to break up. Good. Okay, so that's what I could see that has to do with the pins and needles was that black energy. And that has been busted up. That's gone. So let me fill your crown in with some gold. I'm also just tightening up your crown just a little bit. It was kind of out, and I'm just I don't know. It just is something I wanted to do. Is just tighten it up a little. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. All righty. I'm going to fill you in with the big gold sun. Thank you for that request. Okay. I'm going to do one healing for everybody before we break up, and that's going to be a miracle healing to your happiness. And that's my holiday healing for you. I'm going to say hello to universal miracle energy and run that through your happiness space to clean that out. All right, let's do it. So, first off, that miracle vibration looks like a lot of teeny, teeny, tiny little colored sparkles. I guess that's the best way to describe what I'm looking at. And the happiness space that I'm looking at, a collective for everyone, actually has a lot of dark energy in it. So this is going to be a good healing to kick that out. And the first thing that's coming out is relatives. Especially older relatives. That's just what I'm seeing. Oh, you know what else is, as I'm giving a healing to it, the energy of looking and feeling old is coming out. That happiness vibration is a very youthful vibration. So I'm seeing a lot of youthful energy coming back in. It's cleaning out this whole area of communication. It's bringing a new vibration of fun into your space, like a playfulness. And there's a lot of, I guess, pictures about company, friendships, family, because of the holidays. All of those very positive in that happiness space. Oh, that's good. It's kicking out the controls that try to control or limit your happiness, and I mean that about people who come in and being control beings. I take that back, but people who will judge you and try to control your happiness by judging you. All right. The happiness rose is a combination of sunset colors that are almost like metallic, like they really sparkle and shine. So it's like a combination of gold and copper and silver. And I really like that element of youthfulness in that vibration. So I'm going to fill you all in with a great big gold sun. All right. And that concludes Seek and You Will Find for tonight. I'm going to close out the session with a prayer. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this Seek and You Will Find tonight in the sanctuary be complete. Amen. All right. I meant to tell you guys, or I wanted to talk to you about having to miss the last event and reschedule it because I was really looking forward to it. But I'll be honest with you, we got kicked out of our software and I had to go in and fix some things. So that's what happened. We got locked out of our platform, this one that we use. It's called Webinar Jam. And so that had to be fixed and it couldn't be fixed in time. So next Monday, we're going to have our healing on clearing limits. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I hope that you can make it. I want to wish you all a very happy holiday. I know it's Hanukkah. It's also Christmas coming up. So I hope you enjoy whatever holiday you get to share with your family and that you enjoy your family. So thank you for joining me tonight. I know it's only 2 nights away from Christmas. So I appreciate you coming when there's a lot of stuff to be done. So got my eyes on you. Have a great holiday, and I will see you on Monday night for the Healing on Limits. Okay, bye.